What's up, guys? DJ Funk Nasty back here again at you. I was going over some of my old videos and reading over comments and whatnot, and there actually is one area that's pretty critical in the whole process that I had forgot to mention, that I had forgotten to give a tutorial about regarding. So with that being said, I figured it would be good to do a video on it, and that is reading the crowd. As well as for the club DJs, knowing the bar business in relation to your music, as well as just playing your music and keeping the dance floor busy. One of the things that I personally had a big problem with when I first started DJing, and actually I still don't really like it a whole lot now, but you just have to deal with it, is the fact that most DJs, including myself, I like to do my job. I like to, according to me and a lot of guys, you're doing your job if people are on the floor dancing. You're doing your job if everybody looks like they're having a good time. You're doing your job if someone comes up and makes a comment like, man, that is a great song. I can't believe you played that. I haven't heard that song in 20 years. That's pretty much reading the crowd. I mean, you may get lucky and play an old 80s tune or something, and the guy, like I mentioned, would come up and say that. But quite clearly, if you have a packed dance floor, you're reading your crowd pretty well. Knowing what genres of music they're feeling, getting a little bit creative, throwing some songs into the mix that you may be a little unsure of. There's no better way than to test the waters. You just have to be prepared. If that song does clear the floor, you got to be prepared to change it up fairly quickly with something, that would get them back out there again. Which leads me to my next point, which is what I've always had a little bit of a problem with, but I can understand why it is this way. Knowing the bar or the club business from the bar owner's or bar manager's perspective. The way they look at it is this. They're paying you to do a service. That service involves bringing in as much money to the bar as possible. Playing your music is just part of what you do. But what else you do is making promotions for drink specials, announcing future upcoming events in the bar. Maybe, I don't know, a UFC match, or, that they're getting on pay-per-view, or bikini contests, or, just maybe like a St. Patrick's Day special. You name it, something like that. Drink specials, bar events, things of that nature. They want you to announce that. And a lot, it is tough because we are there to play music, and it sucks because we do have to do these things, but unfortunately, at least as far as the bars go, it's pretty much a given that you're going to have to do this stuff. The thing that I always had the biggest problem with was I've actually had bar owners say to me that they wanted me at certain points in the night to deliberately clear the floor. Like, just play a total clunker, just a song that's really slow, or just something would just kill the floor. And we could be talking at midnight here. We could be talking like prime time of the night, like anywhere from like 11:30 to say 1, pretty much your prime hours there. And the reason they do this is because they want to rotate the dance floor. They want the people to come off the floor because they're thirsty from dancing and buy drinks, and then gradually rotate them back and back and back. The problem I have with this is I feel like I'm not doing my job if I'm not keeping them on the floor. And maybe that's just me, but some guys, I guess, just don't really care too much about that. But I do, and that's part of the bar business, unfortunately, that you are going to have to deal with and manage. Some bar owners literally just don't know what the hell they're talking about. They may know how to run a bar and a business, but they know nothing about the entertainment side. So what they say may not be actually what would be the best to get the most money in, but you can't really argue with them too much. They're the ones that are cutting your paycheck. So every now and then you'll get a manager that's really good. He's been in promotions before. He understands at least mostly your role, and he'll be flexible, and it'll be more fun to work for them. But more often than not, you're actually going to have to deal with some bar owners that don't have a fucking clue about the entertainment side. All they want is results on, in their cash registers. They want the money. And, that's what any part of a business is about. I mean, it's all about the bottom line, ultimately. But just keep that in mind. You are going to have to deal with that. Reading the floor, though, is very important for obvious reasons. For your own self-satisfaction to see a crowded floor. I mean, let's face it. I mean, DJs want to see packed floors. They don't want to see bare floors. And the hot women is always a plus, as long as they're not annoying. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Or the annoying guys that come up and stand up there with you the whole night and act like they're your best buddy. You know the ones I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah. So just thought I'd mention that. Keep on the lookout for that. It's good to understand at least a little bit of the bar business as a business, because it'll help you with learning how to rotate your dance floor. And basically, if you help the bartenders, they'll help you. So it's always good to make a quick shout out every now and then and say, treat your bartenders well, announce the drink specials, try to rotate them out a little bit, and you keep the owner happy, and he'll keep you happy with the paycheck. All right, so there you go.